But yeah, I would take a look at a profile like this. If we were still doing the pop the balloons, I'd be like, yo, no, stay away. You put cheeks on the internet and you got the serpent tattoos behind it. Hell no.
I keep seeing this discourse on TikTok about single moms and dating single moms and who doesn't want to date single moms and, oh, you're not worthy and all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. As a former single mom of 2 kids with 2 baby daddies, I have the room to say what I'm about to say.
Okay.
Every time you have another kid by another man or multiple kids by multiple men, your dating pool of men that will take you serious and want to date you, to marry you and see you as a wifey prospect and see you as somebody they want to build their life with and take serious gets smaller, 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 smaller.
It does.
And that's just bottom line, period, end of story, end of discussion, no argument. And that's hard.
What's interesting is that what doesn't decrease at the same rate is the amount of dudes that are willing to go deep inside you. So it in fact sends mixed signals to these baby mamas, these single moms, that they think that they are ranked the same in the dating marketplace because their rate of dudes attempting hasn't gone down. But of course, I mean, mature men know that more often than not, you pushing out a baby out that thing hasn't destroyed the guts to the effect of me not wanting to go deep inside. And if that baby hasn't taken your life force and you still look good, well, you're still a viable option. But viable option for long-term relationships, significantly diminished. I tell all my G's, and I maintain this for the last 6 years on the platform, if you don't got no kids, don't you take a single mother seriously. I'll talk more about that in a few.
Truth to swallow as a woman that, hey, I made this decision thinking I trusted this person and wanted to have a family with this person and it didn't work out, and now because of that there's like a whole group of men that don't even like see me as a dating.
Too bad.
Yes,
and
that's just it.
That's just it.
And as a former single mom, I had to come to terms with that, and that hurt. It hurt me that, hey, like it's not my fault I'm a single mom. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It is
People
your fault.
need to understand that single moms also come with a lot of fucking baggage. It's not even just about, hey, you had a kid with another man, you already started a family, or you're used goods. It has nothing, like, there's so much more to why people don't want to date single moms. The fucking baggage, the mental baggage, the emotional, physical, financial, like, there's so much fucking baggage.
This is refreshing.
A lot of single moms come from abusive, fucked up, mentally, emotionally draining, traumatic relationships and aren't healed. And that in itself is baggage. Being abused is baggage. Trauma is baggage. All that stuff, trust issues, being cheated on, it's baggage. It's baggage, it's baggage, it's baggage. And a lot of us don't take the time to heal. A lot of us leave our abusers, our liars, our cheaters, our narcissists, and then we jump right back into the dating game. No therapy, no healing, no taking the time for ourselves to find ourselves, to get over what the fuck we went through, and then we take all that baggage and try to find a man to save us, and that's just not it. You shouldn't be looking at dating as a single mom as like a savior, or hey, this person's gonna bail me out or help me with these kids and we're gonna be like, you should be dating for love. You should be dating to meet your partner. Now, as a single mom, obviously that's just something that you would understand, like, hey, if a man comes in my life, he's obviously going to step into a certain role, but you shouldn't be dating a man looking for a fucking bailout, a fucking savior. And that's how men see it. Like, especially when you have a lot of baggage and you're not healed, they always think, like, what are you dating for? Like, men can see when you're not healed. Men can see when you're vulnerable and traumatized. They see that. They know that. And they feed off of it. And they're like, well, I'm not going to take her serious because she's obviously still mentally up from the last shit, and so she's definitely not looking for actually love. She's looking for somebody to fill the void, somebody to band-aid the hurt and fix the pain. She's not ready to actually open up and start a new connection with somebody.
Oof, she's hitting on so many points. The idea of compound through your baggage is a real thing, and especially if a guy, if he prioritizes peace, relaxation, right? Cooperation through his leadership. Your baggage, your trauma is the antithesis of being able to go along. And not even just that, but think of the added financial hurdles. Think of the fact that she's prioritizing her children, which is great for the children, which is what I think that she should be doing. But you will remain second fiddle in that relationship, or third or fourth, depending upon how many kids that she's got. And that is a tough pill. And I don't think it is a pill to swallow unless it is your own biological family. As men, we know that there will be a part transition of love, of what they love the most, from me to the family, to the children that she created. And I think that there's some great biological reasons as to why that shifts. But I'm willing to deal with that if it's my own baby, if I created them. Any man who doesn't understand this dichotomy is setting themselves up. By the way, it's a little bit different for non-secularists, right? Like if there's an establishment of a biblical order, the choices and the decisions that can be made within that, or how the energy of the respect of the love is directed, is slightly different. But that is not the majority of them walking around. And no matter how much your ego is making you feel like she's there for love, your inability to recognize that there might be some other benefits that she's looking at you for as transactional in nature. And if you were to lose those things, she out the door, whether it be from a respect perspective or an actual out the door perspective. But a man's unwillingness to deal with the reality of that thought may lead to his downfall.
And that's what y'all don't understand. Men can see when a single mom is vulnerable. And then that's another thing. You guys open yourselves up to meet more abusers, predators, people who see you as a vulnerable single mom who needs help and they pop in as saviors. These are the people who abuse your kids, abuse you. Like, it's just a whole lot of baggage, and it's too much for some people. Like, hey, I just want to date. I don't want to think so deeply into things. I don't want to have to worry about this and worry about that and make a relationship with this kid and that kid and this dad and that dad. Like, that's a lot for people. Why can't you guys understand that?
Right.
When I
no empathy
left my last and I was single, I wasn't looking for a man. I didn't think I needed a man. I think I needed fucking therapy and some fucking medication. But I ended up, meeting my man, and we've been together for almost 2 years. Beautiful relationship. I have an amazing man, but I was not prepared for it, to be honest. I was not prepared because I didn't think I wasn't looking for a daddy for my kids. I was sustaining myself, paying my own bills, taking care of my own kids by myself. I didn't need a man. But some of y'all go out there and are like, oh, why does a man want to date us? Before you say that, make sure that you have done everything to heal from your last situation. You can sustain yourself. Like, men are looking at that shit. But this is only if you're worried about dating. You know, some women are not worried about dating. Some women leave their baby daddies and become single moms, and I ain't worried about no man. Ain't worried about keeping no man. Ain't worried about love or commitment or none of that. And that's good for you. This is specifically a message for women who are very worried about dating another man or dating in general after having kids and leaving their last relationship with their children's father. When I got with my man, I used to tell him all the time, are you sure? Are you sure you want to date a single mom? I got 2 baby daddies, one weird one, one psychotic one. I'm good. Like, I don't need your money. I pay my own bills, whatever the case may be. I take care of my kids, all that. I got my own career. I got my own education. But are you sure? And for the first 6 months, I would always ask him, are you sure? Are you sure? We're 2 years in now. I'm pretty sure he's sure at this point. But you know what I'm saying? Like, even I, as a single mom, always have to think, like, are you sure this is what you want to do? Because even I, not being delusional, but being self-aware, understand that this is a lot. This is a lot for somebody. Like, this is a lot for me, and it's my situation, and I'm going through it. So imagine. Because you have to think about it, too. If all this stuff as a single mom disturbs your peace and the baby daddy drama, and all, if it disturbs your peace, why do you think somebody else would want to join you on their peace being disturbed? Yeah. That's another perspective to look at it, too. Because if it's like destroying and tearing up your life and has you constantly stressed out, if somebody's dating you, they're also going through all that drama with you. She
hit on so many damn points that I think a lot of men need to recognize and take heed to. All right. That's why when I watch like a Kendra G, for example, and then I see these 3X baby moms with 3 different men and all of this craziness, and you ask them specifically about the child's ages and when's the last time that they've dated or been intimate. And then some of them you find out that like the kid is like less than 1 year old. You like, damn, baby, what happened to the father? How already is done? You just hopscotching into the next situation, relationship. Have you thought about the L within the last one, the wins within the last one? Have you really compartmentalized what was the reason to it? Or are you putting the societal prescription of narcissist, right? Like he's a selfish man on everything without recognizing your own faults, without fixing what it is that led to this outcome. And she also pointed to this sort of like toxicity within our lives. And I think that I can only conclude that these women that are more apt to just hop from one situation to another, right? Like before the damn stitches heal on their underparts, they're just looking for come-ups, whether that be financially, emotionally, right? They're looking for someone to try to save them or help them, or they feel lonely, like you haven't had time to heal, to reflect, to take accountability. And now you're just about to transfer it to the new relationship. And then you'll end up like her, 2 kids by 2 baby fathers. Now, y'all already know I had to go over to an Instagram to try to learn more information, all right, just to see how valid her comments were. And sorry to say that as I review this, although her words are true, and I often find that women like this more often can consider a man's perspective when she has sons, because now men are not seen as opposition, in the idea that she will have men created by her within her life forces empathy. But yeah, I would take a look at a profile like this. If we were still doing the pop the balloons, I'd be like, yo, no, stay away. You put cheeks on the internet and you got the serpent tattoos behind it. Hell no. She's telling you exactly what it is that she is or that she believes in. I mean, the seeking attention lingerie photos is absolutely absurd. But hey, if this guy enjoys it, if he likes it, I love it. I would just never instruct a man to take a woman seriously that does the bathroom butt shot pics with 2 baby fathers. One is weird, according to her, and one is psychotic, according to her as well, because you're just setting yourself up for a life of non-peace and pure and utter anarchy. These men will forego the obvious signs because they still like what she looks like, and they do tricks in bed that he's not used to. But nevertheless, I appreciate her truthfulness in regards to the matter. Let's listen to what Kevin has to say on this.
Especially where I'm from, they thought they could morally justify it. But now women have access to over 33 forms of birth control before and or after. They're all kind of, they're adoption, all these things. No child gets born today that a woman did not want to carry. To carry the full term. That's her choice.
I would agree.
So if you choose to have a child without the benefit of marriage, fine. But you accept everything that comes along with it.
Yeah.
Because there's enough information out there to show that statistically, a child is not going to be in the best position to have a best outcome this way. Can it happen? Sure. Because flip the script. If men were to get out here and just make babies reckless, they call you something. There's names for them. Yeah. So
there's more single mothers walking around than single fathers, and that's because many of these single mothers choose the same man to have kids with. Why they choose to do it so often before marriage, who knows? But their decision is not your consequence.
If you'll let me explain it to you, I'll try. You're a woman that was with a man for 6 or 7 years, and you gave him the highest honor a woman can give any man on the planet. You gave him children. You gave him not only 1, you gave him 2. And yet you did not require him to even bestow the title of a wife upon you. So you go back out into the market, older, with 2 children, you expect someone in that market to accept you older and bestow the title of wife upon you? That's how men look at it. Right, wrong, or indifferent. And then being in LA, one of the most competitive markets right. for women in the world. Competition is stiff out there.
And this is the hard truth of it. But so many have been delusioned into thinking that that decision will not impact them on the dating marketplace. It's sort of like a guy thinking that he can get 2 face tattoos and it not impact him on the dating marketplace. Like, nah, it's going to impact you. It's going to reduce the amount of potential options because there's going to be women out there that don't like face tattoos. In fact, it's probably most of them. But traditionally, men were shamed for having a preference against women with pre-made families, whereas women were not shamed for having a preference of men without face tattoos, which is why I find it so interesting is that more men today, and especially it's men raised in predominantly female households, when they come across information like this, it's like it hits them like a ton of bricks of like, oh, wait a minute, I don't need to value in the marketplace women with kids as opposed to a woman that does not have kids, or the idea that a woman with kids, just from a probability perspective, might have a lot more baggage or issues to deal with than a woman without kids. The reality within this situation may not make them feel good, but they must understand that accountability is not a punishment. In fact, accountability will bring you closer to the truth so you can more so understand the environment that you actually live in. Not the one that you've delusioned yourself into, but the one in reality. But all right, guys, I think I'm done with this content for right now. Leave me your questions, comments, concerns down up in the comment box down below. I appreciate you for rocking with me. And remember, if you disagree with anything that I'm saying, write something down below. I may pin it up to the top. I might put it on a community chat post because it's hot button topics and conversations like this that more so help people think and fortify the ways of critically thinking to understand what will be a lifestyle that is form fit for their goals or the results that they're trying to get out in life. So you guys are just as much a part of the dialogue of this channel as I am. All right. So give me them comments down below. But all right, guys, until next time. Peace.
So without further ado, MTR, cut through the BS like we in charge. No cap with the rappers like steel bars. I'm packing and rapping like here we are. Mediocre tutorial reviews. Like, comment, share my views. Come up and I paid my dues. Big step in my black way shoes. MTR, he break it down, yeah, it's MTR. Check out the sound when it's MTR. No one put it down like it's MTR.